I don't think I'm particularly likable. I think I'm an
acquired taste.
Maybe not quite a taste. No, but like when I say likable,
like changa.
In the sense of no, not like that. What I mean is I'm not.
You know,
Filet mignon.
I don't want to be hated. Like I don't want to be hated, and I don't think you'll just see that guy and say I hate that guy. Maybe you do it, maybe you don't. But I no longer go out of my way to be liked because I've lived that life of trying to be liked as well. You get me?
Yeah.
So I think it's a genuine question to say. It's like I don't think that I'm unpalatable, but I feel at the end of the day there is always going to be a boundary with me.
Yeah, true. I feel
Neville was right about you being an acquired taste.
yeah, it's true
No, I
because
think another way to phrase it is, can you be swallowed whole?
That's your boy. That's your boy.
he came back.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
The mics are open.
Blood clear.
Yeah, man. The mics are blood cloud for episode 280. 280. My name's G Money.
Neville.
And the young.
Big C.
Big C, welcome back, bruv.
Thank you very
I really
much.
feel I missed you on the podcast last week.
Man, last week was a hectic.
Oh, sorry, stop. Start again. Can we introduce the rest of the guys as well? Sorry.
My
Best of the guys.
See,
What do you mean?
Said their names.
You said your names already?
Yes.
Oh, I missed
I'm
it.
the high one, yeah.
Sorry, I missed it. I thought I just went straight into conversation. Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
There he is.
You should have been here last week, bruv.
Yeah, man.
Ricardo missed you.
Is he still around?
No.
What do you think, nigga?
Bro, no. It's good to ask. I don't know.
Yeah, regardless of the fact that you're not here, we still had a good time, bro.
It was good vibes. It was good vibes.
Definitely.
It was good fight. I just love the way how like in the comments guys were like, this guy is drinking Martell. He's not on the pod.
They knew.
They didn't even hide. They were like,
No. I actually told Austin I was running late on my schedule that day, and then on top of that, bro, I almost died, man.
Really? What happened?
Bro,
I swear to God, if you give us a story and it's just you being dramatic.
I'm here for it.
I'm honestly too tired for like work stories.
Yo,
today.
it was a
Let me tell
play
you.
on words.
No. So what happened is this, right? So I took my car to get the wheels changed. So one of the nuts had a problem, right? So I took it. Wow, I didn't.
Austin, grow up.
The thingy. So when I took it to when it was taken to the garage for them to do that, it was then taken to the car wash, right? And then the car wash is right close to my crib. So the car wash guy brought it to the house. So when he brought it to the house, he tried to call me, but I didn't because I was getting ready and all of that. So by the time now security is calling me, they're like, your car's been brought. So I get downstairs, I'm given the car, the keys, right? So I'm driving and I'm just listening to music. I got on Bagathi Way. I hear what's going on?
Tighten your wheels probably.
Bro, nothing.
Wow.
Damn.
Literally.
Which car? The small one or the big one?
That's nuts.
Bro, the Beamer.
Hey.
Like, bro, let me tell you, I stopped by, like, literally once I noticed that, because you know your steering can tell you a lot. When you're driving, you know, you feel the motion of the car. So I stopped by Mbagathi, is that the
Shell,
Total by where Shell, the Java is? The guys are like, bro, we don't have someone to, like, properly do it like this. I drove up to this petrol station by Wilson. I have a video. The guy put in a spanner. The spanner went,
Oh, wow.
bro.
That's dangerous.
Ulikuwa umepatia wase wako earlier on. These are your guys that
No,
you've given
this is
earlier.
like a reputable garage, right?
Damn.
Like I even sent it to the owner. The guy was like, bro, I am so sorry. The guy even said, we're not charging you for nothing.
Yeah, I was about to say, because boy.
Yeah.
He's
Because, and the craziest thing is this, right? Like, bro, like I remember even after the owner of the garage called me, he even sent me like videos of tires coming off of like what do you call it?
Bro,
that shit
that's
is
no game.
wild.
Maybe could cost even more, man.
Yeah, because you know now the tire gone. Maybe it hit someone you don't know.
Maybe even you go.
The car's on the ground.
Yeah.
Like it's a hot mess.
Yeah.
So hey, that was a hectic one. Yeah.
See, that's why you should have come to the pod. Right. No, but that's dangerous still though. But we had a good time regardless, man. I'm glad you're here today because, fam, what is the nonsense with this impeachment that's going on? Like, I've lost interest in it. It's just happening. It's just like what one? People are saying Big C needs to speak on the impeachment.
Fam,
I tried to transition it earlier with irregardless, but nobody got it. It's fine.
Regardless, we made it.
Regardless.
Austin, it's not. It's a play on words, bro.
I mean, it's a tough time for Kenya right now. A lot happening in terms of like politics. A lot being used to like make us forget. Like I think the biggest thing right now is as of this week is fuel prices going down by 8 bob, but in the global market it's at like huge amounts. So we should have had like a significant drop. So all of this is like a lot. But if you notice like how timely all of this is, the Social Health Fund was launched like maybe about a week and a half?
About 2 weeks ago.
Two weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago as of, I think, Wednesday, right? And it created a lot of noise. And there was all of that. And the motion for impeachment, why did it have to come at a point when we were getting an airport deal, we were getting a what, the Ketraco...
They call it a false flag operation.
Yeah. I mean...
It's just so you think the impeachment is just to take our mind off of the airport, off of the power lines,
but
off of the rest of the stuff.
Yes, I can honestly say, why is the impeachment of the deputy president being given so much urgency instead of people actually saying the social fund for hospital? It's way more important, like in terms of how many people who are not getting treatment because of all of that.
Yeah.
Like how many people are out of hospital, they don't know how to get their loved ones in. Then we're giving all of this. You get? And also, let me ask you this, right? Why was it all of a sudden moved from last week? It was supposed to be last week, Thursday. It was moved to this week.
To give us more time to be distracted.
You get? So it's an interesting play, but I'm also very curious. As we're recording this, it's currently happening. Rigiji is in the Senate. But it's actually quite a process, eh?
Yeah, man.
It's quite a process. We might be, let's see. But
I don't know. I think that like at the end of the day, like you said, there are more significant issues that are out there that we're all going through. If you're bored, you can leave still, you know. Your man's like if you're bored, you can leave. It's easy.
Yeah.
About what?
You see him bored. He's like,
No,
he just sighed like on the mic, like.
I didn't sigh. I just was breathing. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll keep breathing. So like it's one of those ones where I feel that there's so much more stuff that is more important, man. That hospital fund has really affected a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
And you know what's interesting? So this Rigiji thing, perfect timing. Then you know what's coming up next. The kids are about to sit for the exams.
Right.
So like impeccable timing, like things are just moving and all of that. Then we have a public holiday. Bro, I don't think things happen just, things just don't happen just because, there's guys who are in vibes and inshallah, but I think there's people in government who plan meticulously. Things just don't happen. You get?
Yeah,
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, some false flag business. I just think there's more important things to talk about.
But also, so speaking about this whole impeachment, Austin, thanks for bringing up. I don't know whether you guys saw the front of the Daily Nation today. It was talking about the Ketraco deal that's already been signed, right? So if you don't know what Ketraco is, Ketraco are the guys who do the cabling to carry electricity that's been produced by KenGen and then goes to Kenya Power, the supplying company. So the 3 different parastatals, right? But what's important, the front of the Daily Nation today said that there's no one who's seen the contracts.
Wow.
Like as if we're saying, hey, this is a deal that we're signing, and with the populace, the electorate, the citizens, the guys who pay whatever, no one has seen the contracts.
Crazy times, man.
Our country, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy times, man.
Yeah.
Crazy times. I don't know. I think it's for the first time there are a lot of people who, when you speak to them, like people are jaded, man. Guys are like, yo,
Guys
we're
are
tired.
jaded.
Guys are tired.
As we transition out of this, right, I was watching is it called The Situation Room? The guys on Vibes? Is it what's it?
On Spice.
On Spice, yes, Spice. And they had a professor who came on, and the professor was being asked, so apparently, what do you call it? The state of the economy when it's gone up and down. What is it called?
Inflation.
Inflation. It's come down, right? And the professor said, no. Have you spoken to your neighbors? His explanation was like, have you spoken to your neighbors? Do they have money? And what's my guy's name? Eric Latif was like, I don't talk to my neighbors about money. You know, like everybody, you know, it's neighbor to neighbor. And the professor just explained it and said, at times when there's no money, people with commodities in the trade of selling things lower their prices so that they can just sell things.
Oh, yeah.
So that it's not dead stock with you. But the economy really hasn't. Like, are you feeling like things are cheaper?
No, man, it's rough out there, man.
It's rough.
rough out there.
Then I saw someone talk about these places for fries in town, Montana and all of those. There was a very interesting video that showed Montana closed at like 9 o'clock for the first time ever. And these places are like 24 hours.
Why is it closed?
No, guys don't have money to spend.
Oh, wow. And even in I saw in the press, like even from in the media houses as well, like some of the big media houses are not paying their salaries until no, it's not us guys. It was the Capital actually. It's like there was an article. The guy said they hadn't been paid since July and stuff.
Whoa.
So it's it's rough. It's rough.
Hey, it's rough.
It's rough out there, man. for
Tough,
real.
man.
All right. Let's lighten up the energy right now. We've got quite a few interesting topics to get through today. I think before we jump into the character one, let's talk about Chris Brown being cancelled in South Africa. Is it going to happen?
No, I don't
think so.
Yeah.
No?
I don't think so, because I get the message that they're trying to send that they don't want to celebrate people who have put other people through such and such experiences. I get it, but you can never punish someone forever.
Right.
You know, like, yes, he owned up to what he did. It wasn't good, whatever he did back in the day. But hadi lini manzi until when? I feel like this is, if you wanted to cancel him, why not cancel him when he's going to perform somewhere else? Like,
right.
He shouldn't be performing over there. Let's say in petition so that he doesn't perform over there. But now when he wants to come here, you go tell your government that you don't want that kind of revenue. You go tell your government that people can't earn X amount of money because of all the traffic that Breezy is gonna be bringing.
Check out the what's the capacity of FMB Stadium?
75,000,
right?
Like
Yeah.
So day one sold out already, literally. You know, and I think I've said it before in the pod. Yeah. At some point, people need to really work out what is their problem with Chris Brown. Like, what is their problem?
I feel as if when it comes to Chris Brown, until maybe Rihanna comes out and says, like, guys, I've let it go, or okay, now let's, chill out. Until that day happens, I feel as if Chris Brown will always go through the same cycle, year in, year out. He'll
Even if she does, I feel like it's gonna be a constant for him.
Okay, maybe a collaboration on the new album then.
Even after that situation,
Even then, bro,
even after the situation, they collaborated on music together.
And Rihanna
and they've been cool.
Like, which-
yes, Rihanna has showed out there publicly that she's actually cool with Breezy.
Yeah.
She doesn't have no problems with
sometimes
it.
you just need to come out and say it. It's cool. I know the appearances and all, but sometimes you just need to be out there and say, okay, guys, this is what it is. Even if, it's been a time or period. So I feel until that happens, it's like when you're dissing someone, until you put a name on the bullet, it sometimes doesn't count. It could be for everyone. You understand?
Right.
So for me, until the day, yes, we might be cool. Yes, I'm yet to hear the songs that they've done after the thing, but once that happens or they collaborate on something, it's never gonna be the Navy is always gonna Andy. Are you?
No, go on.
Oh, the Navy is always gonna feel like he's still in the wrong, So they're always gonna hold it against.
But you know what I love about Chris Brown with everything happening? There was an Instagram post that went out yesterday. So this is on SA Twitter.
Yeah.
Right? It says Chris Brown fans prove GBV isn't a deal breaker. Chris Brown replied at the bottom, bro. Can't wait to come. Love.
Wow.
Might as well, Breezy is about that. He wants the smoke.
Yeah.
Give him the smoke, sir. Let's go.
Yeah,
Because hardly until when he's paid his dues. Yes, he's owned up to what he did. But I feel like this is just a group of guys who I understand where they're coming from, but whatever message they're trying to pass, I don't think this is the right avenue or the right way to pass that message.
So from what I saw, right, it was there was a whole post there, and I was having this conversation with someone in SA yesterday, and there was something about women for change, right? So GBV violence is huge in SA.
Yeah.
So it was that push for Chris Brown is coming. He's been affiliated to this, so obviously it's not going to be a walk in the park, right? But I at least the conversation is being had.
Brings awareness.
It brings awareness for one, so everybody can benefit.
It would be dope even if he was to arrive there and give some proceeds to that cause. So I'm sure there's a lot that he can still do in that regard too. And Chris Brown. Plus, also I feel as if the trip benefits him most than the way it looks like, because it looks like Chris Brown is coming to the continent, but with the rise of Amapiano and dance, I feel as if Chris Brown coming to the continent, he's gonna gain a lot more when he goes back than the way it looks like he's the one who's gonna go and tap in, blah blah blah. But him getting on a piano and dancing and doing all that thing, he's gonna benefit more from this trip.
I just hate the way that he's demonized. Yes, he did what he did how many years ago when he was a kid. It's like the same thing with Buju Banton. Buju Banton recorded that song Boom Bye Bye when he was a teenager.
Yeah.
It's cost him literally his entire career throughout the whole thing. And he's even come out and he said, listen, I recorded that song when I was 19 years old. I'm now as a grown-ass man, and you're still flagging me with this song all these years later.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those, what it goes with this whole cancel thing, or even as we can relate it to a lot, shit and giggles the other week. It's like what do you actually want? Do you want Chris Brown to die? What do you actually want?
What would satisfy them?
Yeah.
I think they should let us know. Go on.
And that's the thing about it is it's like, that's why, and even though Andrew Schultz is a very extreme guy, when he says, do not apologize. Let everybody because there's no logical end to the conversation when it comes to cancellation. There's no logical end. Okay, I'm sorry. That apology wasn't proper.
Yeah. How do you want it?
I'm sorry again. You didn't look at the camera.
You looked away.
It was a Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So end of the day,
what socks were white?
Yeah. What do you want?
The socks were white and you're apologizing to black women.
Have you ever thought about that? When you can't try to cancel someone, right? What is the adequate response? Somebody in the comments, tell us what the adequate response is, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Because me, I always thought I'm sorry, I'm genuinely sorry.
Before we transition to Young Philly's case, do you guys think, because I see some guys who maybe some of the penalties that they're given in court is community service, like you go to schools, you go to maybe prisons and all that, you talk to young kids, or you're part of the gang life in your hood, sawa. Part of your community service is going to be going back there, talk to those people, tell them,
this is bad,
exactly what
and
it is.
And he did that, by the way.
Yeah, so do you think if he does this on a more global scale, that pressure is gonna calm down, or it's just a vicious cycle that's being perpetuated?
No, and by the way, before...
What year was it? 11 or 10?
13 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that, and this is nobody, let's be very clear, because I know what you lot are like, this is nobody here supporting what happened.
Gender-based
right?
violence,
Yes.
Gender-based, no one's supporting that.
Yeah, we're not supporting
The
that.
question that I would ask is, when you're cancelling somebody, what would be enough for us to say, okay, Chris Brown, we're cool with you now.
But here's the thing. I think guys forget easily, right? But I will never forget Chris Brown at the BET Awards when he broke down the first time he'd actually performed.
When he performed.
And guys, was it Asho brought him out?
He was doing a Michael Jackson tribute.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And this was like the first time he came out after all of that, because he had been cancelled shows, this, that.
Yeah.
And everybody woke up and, clapped for him. And it was like his first, okay, we forgive you and all of that. But you have to remember, this is a new generation as well.
Yeah, and I know that this is a new generation who want to correct the sins of previous generations. I get it, all of that, but I don't know what the adequate thing would be for Chris Brown to do to because I remember that performance there, like
Yeah, it was
and,
crazy.
And you know, the thing with Chris Brown is he's a creative. He's an artist, like as in music, art, all the other stuff, fashion, all of this stuff. So it must weigh heavily at times, but I'm glad to see that he takes it in his stride and keeps on moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's growing tough skin for sure. By now,
The smartest kid in your school. Kulikuwa na yule chopi. There's that kid in your school who used to excel. You know, they used to be, when it comes to assembly, their name is always called ahead there to receive all the awards. What happened to that? What happened to the smartest kid in the school?
First of all, I was thinking about this question in retrospect, and there's a lot of hate in that question.
Oh man, it's hate love, man.
A lot of hate in that
It's like
question.
we haven't gone into the CU one
Okay,
yet.
now we're here now. Where are you? I want to see where
Mwalimu
you
wa
are.
math.
Ulikuwa tutesa sana tukiwa shule. Uko wapi? Where are you at right now?
You're the one who
You
used
better
to
be a
set,
pilot
you
or
used
a
to set
CEO.
the mean score of the whole school. What do you expect? Am I to tie you up in the woods?
This one sat right next to you, bro. So,
Gee, you are the smartest kid in your school?
I thought so.
You're in Kenya.
No. When that question was dropped in the pod, I really thought about it. And for me, to be perfectly honest, the smartest kids in the school that I went to back home, guys have done quite well, to be honest. Like, guys have done really well. But I remember, like, I wanted to be valedictorian, like, so badly.
Oh, wow.
Like, and I remember that I saw the valedictorian in London years later, and he came up to me, like, in a train station, like, Gray.
Who are
I
these?
kept those feelings, man. Now
you're going to let him have it.
Now you're in my town. Like, yeah, what's up? Kept it moving, bro. Kept it moving, bro. So I think, but when like I said, I really thought about it, and honestly, there's only one person who I think I went to school who was super intelligent, who turned out to be like a proper reprobate. But then I was always a rebel at school, man. So
Calvin, how are you feeling? Or are you the smartest one?
Well, no, definitely.
And can you think of some of? I know you can. I know you can pinpoint them in your mind. What are they doing right now?
Like you know, here's the thing, right? So some of the sharpest guys went to some good schools, right? And after that, university, some I don't know what and what, but you meet them like in different places, in the bar, in boardrooms and this and that. And I remember one chick who was so fucking smart in primary school. Like she was really quite something. I remember, and she really used to be quite a dick to me at times, like in primary school. And I remember going into the bank one of these days, maybe like 4 months ago, and she was
the teller
on this other side.
Senior guys.
And
Tell us something.
She was like on the regular side. Me, I'm going executive. Like I even came out, I looked.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God. No,
Petty as fuck.
well, banking is I'm not saying anything, but I was just like,
I thought.
well, you see, we arrived as well. Eh? The bus must might have left a bit earlier.
Yeah.
You were on the early bus.
To be honest,
but I was
we're
on
here
the
now.
late bus, but we're here now.
Yeah, to be
You
honest,
get what I mean?
some
I
of
hear
us want to take the scenic route, the one that
Yeah.
has all the good views. You take the shortcut, take the other route, but the other route is for me.
But you know what? I got mad respect for. I could tell she still don't like me.
She maintained the energy.
So I was just like, no
Let
love,
me ask you
love.
something though, on the real. You think you are likable?
Yeah. Oh, bro, I was a mad goalkeeper, man. Hey,
at school.
That's how me push. I was willing to believe it the first time.
bro.
But now
I
you're
was
doing the
saving
most.
goals,
there,
bro.
I think Andy's asking. But then you see, that's a really interesting question. I like that. Let's go with that. Are you likable?
I was likable. And then on top of that, like primary school, I used to be the guy who used to lock up the whatevers. What do you call it? The classes after. So I had to wake up early, open them, right? So if you needed to hook up with a chick, like, you know, like your little 12,
Ain't no way,
13,
man. Ain't
and
no way.
like,
Okay.
Just a
No,
kiss.
forget that. No. Let's go back. Let's go back to are you likable? Not you specifically.
Yeah, I was.
I want guys to really think about it because I think about that from time to time. And like in terms
it
of,
keeps you up at night.
not really, but the point I'm making, no, because the thing about it is,
Concern in your face.
the thing about it is, you see in life, I mean, let me tell you, in my perspective is, you're a teenager. You're finding yourself, you find out who you are, right? You get, now, unless you're super confident, and not everyone is super confident in the early parts of their life, right?
Yeah.
You go through your 20s trying to find yourself, and you do go out of your way to try to be likable, right?
Yeah.
You hit your 30s, you hit your stride, you're doing your thing, you're establishing your life, right? But the older you get, the less and less you find the need to be likable. Because what, like for me, I can tell you for a fact, like, I don't think I'm particularly likable. I think I'm
An acquired taste.
maybe not quite a thing. No, but like when I say likable,
You're like Changa.
like in the sense of no, not like that. What I mean is I'm not.
How
You know,
dare you.
Filet mignon.
I don't want to be hated. Like I don't want to be hated, and I don't think you'll just see that guy and say, I hate that guy. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I no longer go out of my way to be liked because I've lived that life of trying to be liked as well. You get me?
Yeah.
So I think it's a genuine question to say. It's like I don't think that I'm unpalatable, but I feel at the end of the day there is always going to be a boundary with me.
Yeah,
No,
true. I feel.
Neville was right about you being an acquired taste.
Yeah, it's true
No, I
because
think another way to phrase it is, can you be swallowed whole?
That's your boy. That's your boy.
he came back. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, he's back.
No.
Yeah,
Can you
I
be
know.
swallowed whole? Like, are you palatable?
Okay, so let me go back to what you were
Moving
saying,
Kizungu
being
Kumba boy.
likable. When I was in high school, I feel as if when I was in Form 1, when I joined high school, the likable thing was important in this regard. I was like, if I want to make sure my stay in this school or my time here is easy, easy to get about, it's better when people like you in high school. So when you join like sports, if you're in rugby or swimming or what, or representing the school, there's a way you get a bit of a likability in the school, especially when you're, winning and stuff. So for me, when it got to that point, when in high school you join all the extracurricular activities, yes, you get liked, but then you realize along the way that not everybody can like you. Because there are those people who are seeing you do that thing that you want to do and they want to be in that position, but they can't because they just don't want to put in the work or, many other things.
But as you've evolved, would you, like 2024, would you say you're likable?
Yes.
Okay.
This nigga wasn't even likable in campus, bro. What are you talking about?
He said 2024. He didn't say it,
Bro, let me tell you,
USIU.
people
You know what?
hated
They all
Neville
hated
in
me.
campus. Let me tell you why. Yeah, he might tell you jibby jabba about, I'm
no,
out there
tell me
doing
why
my
you hated
thing. But one of the main reasons why people hated Neville in campus was because he was the one to break the rules. Like, why you? Why do you get to be the one to break the rules and get away with it? Cause I think that we can talk about it. For example, one, he used to abuse his I think he still does it till today. Any connections that he had since back then, and being in radio, you need some connects with some big names so that some interviews, it drives the show, blah, blah, blah. So Neville used to be the guy, you have protocol when it comes to if you inviting a guest, you need to let the technician know, you need the producer, security guys need to know at the gate so that you don't have a situation. A celebrity is being frozen at a gate in USIU. How? So Neville used to be that. He doesn't know message, no nothing. He will just go get the guys from security, argue with the security guys, and then come argue again with the technician. And then now us guys on this other side are like, why do we have to follow all these rules? Why do we have to follow protocol and do this and that? And this nigga never used to care. And then never used to look like the guy who, as in, things are going for him and he just wants this to be for him. Yani, I'm here alone, this is my bubble, and y'all can just sit there and watch. Y'all can't do nothing about it.
If I didn't know Neville, I wouldn't like him. Straight up. Like, I can say that 100%. Because I know him.
Why?
No, because I feel that, like, for you, if someone who doesn't know you, someone will look at you, like, this is just my opinion.
Yeah, break it down.
I feel that someone could look at you and see arrogance. Like, honestly, like, and it's like, and also, when they say, like, in Jamaica, 2 bulls in a pen, you're gonna have an issue. I think that you'd rub me the wrong way.
Gee, you're the one who gave me. And when someone asked me, like, G's the one who gave us our start. But yeah, I understand
you went
that.
for it, so yeah.
I understand what you mean. It's like for Haliwawili, they can be in one place, but it's also one of those ones. I also get it. Because I understand, like, when we were dealing, like, with you, when I say acquired taste, when you first meet G Money and you hear all these things that are said, you know, you're just like, okay, I expect this person to be this kind of way. But then when you meet them, it's like, oh, wait, he is not exactly the way I thought he was. You
That's why
understand?
he
It's
is
a
who he
different.
is.
It's like the way guys meet us out there in public. They're like, "Oh, Big C, you're always cracking
100%.
out the jokes," but then here you're something else. You know.
You know
so-
what the craziest thing is? Like, I don't know how you survive, because the reality
Calvin?
is, yeah. Because you see, even people who I know,
Yeah.
who like first of all, whenever I'm in public, where's Calvin? Where's Calvin? Where's Calvin? Where's Calvin? Even like it's where's Calvin? So when I say I don't know how you survive, what I mean is, if people expect you to be the same way in real life, then you're on the pod.
It's crazy.
It's like, I'll give you an example. There's a time we were doing something for, I think you were there, Biggie was there. I think you might have been there as well. We were filming at a client in Westlands, and Grouchy was doing the wake up call. Fam, until like while we're setting up, the client just kept coming to me. What's wrong with Grouchy? What's wrong with Grouchy? What's wrong with Grouchy? He doesn't look happy. Like, is he okay? Is he okay?
Client unatetemeka.
Is it okay? Are you sure? Like, no, is it gonna work? Is it too cold? Like everything. As soon as he switched on the decks and the lights, and you know he starts. Like, if you've ever seen, I wish people could see with Grouchy when he's recording the wake up call.
Yeah.
As soon as the cameras and the lights on, let's go.
different person, yeah.
Once it's done, switch off. He's back. So it's hard when people see a perspective of you, and expect that that's how you're going to be in. Because for me, I'm always very clear, man. Even when I was doing radio, G Money exists between 6 to 10, and then maybe in the club. But the rest of the time, he doesn't exist.
Mr. Anthony.
You get me? He doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. That's what I'm trying to say.
Calvin, what do you think?
Like it's interesting how G was saying it. There'll be guys who will tell you, "Hey, crack a joke on demand." I'm like, haha, are you gonna pay me? Those kind of
But
things.
you know what's crazy also with this guy? Like, sometimes I don't get his jokes when we're on the pod.
And then you listen later.
But when I watch it back, I'm like,
It's still terrible.
But you know what? At times, like I'll think of something and be like, let me write it down. I swear to God, I'll say this. Then forget, and I go on a different tangent. But I think it all boils down to, you know, us guys, we're a service. We provide a service, so we have to. Guys know what they're coming from. You get what I mean?
It's just guys don't know
It's
how
like-
annoying you are. If only they knew how annoying you are.
I don't know why you guys are calling him annoying though. Like, how does he know you guys?
G-Money, come
G-Money,
on. Not you.
No,
Come
you're telling me you
You know
like
what?
this guy? You don't
Yes.
like him?
Yes.
I see how you shrug when he
This
cracks
man-
a bad joke.
No, I do. Like, and it's an interesting
Look,
dynamic.
you're stuttering.
It's an interesting dynamic because I know that you guys find Calvin annoying. I don't know.
Oh, I
And
feel
you
like-
don't know why?
And you don't know why. You see it every
come
day.
on.
You're covering up for the man.
I don't get no. Is Calvin annoying?
I don't think.
You can. Oh,
I don't
wow.
think so.
This, yo,
I don't find even.
He's smart. You relate with Calvin. Oh my God.
it's cool.
Okay,
you guys.
okay. So what annoys you about Calvin then?
So many things.
Like what?
The list is endless. If we start now, the
No,
pod,
but let's go on.
No, I feel as if for us, as we were growing in the industry with you there shaping us, of course, Calvin was there. But anytime you took a break, it was one of those ones when the cat is away.
Do you see how
the mi-
Austin behaves when you leave him in
Yeah,
charge?
it was one of them
But
ones.
that's how it's supposed to be.
Never, dog.
nigga.
Change
That's how it's
the
supposed to
game.
be.
No, it's not.
It's not supposed to be like that.
No, let me tell you.
Never.
Let me tell you.
Nah, this needs
Never
to
that.
Let me see.
That, never
Let me
that.
tell you. We
Never
talk about
done.
Austin. So for those, Gava is the Gava. Gava is of this. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm across all the pods on the network, right?
Yeah.
Fam, let me tell you sometimes I've come in and told Austin, you're going too hard on these guys. What happens? The weeks come, one day they want to record on Wednesday, next week they don't turn up. So I say, you know what? Be hard on these guys. And now it's like clockwork. It's like end of the day, it's all part of the process. Like
You used to tell him?
you guys are who him?
You used to tell Calvin to be hard on us?
I expect Calvin to be hard of you. Calvin has an asshole streak. Yes, do it.
Now I understand why.
So the asshole streak is
But you
what
know-
now we're talking
you know-
about.
You know,
That's what and you recognize
Yeah.
it. That's exactly what we're talking about. But
funniest thing, right?
It's all like this is how niggas just bond with one another. You know, like
It's nothing
if we
ill
don't,
will.
if we don't nudge you about some of these things and kind of amplify them, then
Let me tell you.
it's how we bond. Yeah.
If the roles were reversed and Calvin was the guy who was the main guy at the station, and I was the deputy, and Calvin went on leave. My friend.
would have
Nah, you
done
can't
that.
convince
You
me.
can't
see
see
things.
things.
You're
a good person.
It's fine. Tell the public. Tell the public.
What? You want to have fun?
Yeah, let him tell the public.
Hold
Tell the
on. But
public.
let me tell you, but like, I suspended you.
Yes,
And
you
rightfully
did.
so.
I
That's not being
suspended
an
you.
asshole, bro.
Yeah, you're the only one who never wasn't suspended.
That's rightfully
up,
so.
man,
If
yeah.
you miss, it's bringing you back in place. But G, you're a good person. I remember that one time we were
Are you
having.
saying that he's a bad person?
Aye, not that.
No. Let's unpack this. This is we're podding.
When we say we didn't like Calvin, it's not one of those ones that we hate Calvin. No, it's just one of those ones when someone else is put in charge. It's like. To use an example, like the gate man at your estate. That one time when you have a visitor is when he has all the power
you will
to
know
let
he's
him
that.
in or not.
Anyway, I trained you well, bro. Well done.
So he did good, but it's not one of those ones we hate Calvin. Of course, we love Calvin. That's why we call. It's one of those. But as Andy said, it's a bonding moment where there's something like we used to have KDF. He used to look at us like, guys, what the hell are you doing? And to us, that's our level. So you can't shit on us at our level, but we'll be like, okay, we get it, cool.
At this very moment, Venom probably thinks that I hate him.
Why?
And this is Venom's love language because I'm giving the guys on Wildcard a hard time because I
Did
feel
they do the Ricardo
Let's say to
challenge?
your socks, man.
I was looking.
I'm giving them a hard time. But I feel like sometimes, let me tell you, one thing I will tell you about, and I see it very much in the generation that's coming up, is that I don't expect people to have to hustle or grind as hard as I have in my entire life. Because remember, I've been grinding from before I got here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And with the advances in technology and I know it's like, but
different.
guys have still got to put in the work.
True.
Like there's one, like for example, someone will say to me, I get these messages on IG all the time. Hey G, you're performing at this club. I want to come and warm up for you. Who are you?
As who? Yeah.
Who are you? Like who are you? Seriously. You get me?
It's like
So there's a thing like, okay, let me, midfield general, let me just message Saka. By the way, Saka, I want to play just to the left of you during the next game. It's like you have to put the work in. And I'm not saying that the stages have to be as profound as they were in my day and age, because technology is different. But when someone says to you, someone comes to you, hey G, I want to be the DJ. Can you give me can I copy your library? Are you fucking crazy?
are you serious?
No,
For
okay,
real?
okay,
Those
no,
are the
G, no,
questions,
tell me, why not?
Why?
No, why not?
This is my music collection is the total of 30 years.
Yeah.
There are songs in there, I can play songs in there that are digital now that I had to drive 100 miles to buy. When Rare Groove and all those songs, those tunes were big in the UK, we used to drive to Manchester. Like you'd hear that there's a particular. I remember I'll give you an example when Aaliyah came out. Are You That Someone? When I went to the record store, it was a different type of beat. Like nobody had ever heard. Like Timbaland spazzed on that. So even us guys were in the record shop were like, yo, this sounds kind of weird. I'll pass on that one. The song blows up. Now you can't get the song everywhere. So now I've got to drive all the way to Brighton, 60 miles,
and this is
to go
before-
and buy a vinyl record to come back.
And
For
you couldn't rip it. At that point, you
This is
couldn't rip
before,
it.
this is before.
So it's
The record,
This
yeah.
is before. It's a vinyl, right?
Because if it was ripping, you
Right.
could just sell
Okay.
them, send it.
Yeah, you just say, like that, right? So for me, as much as time and technology has changed, that experience is still in my mind. Why the fuck would I give you that song?
Yeah, DJ
Go
to DJ.
find your way. Go find it. It's available now.
You are the way.
No, it's available now.
Andy, how do you feel about this? Because I've heard also the request being put through to you, and you're usually very happy to.
Now, me, I'll give the music.
So if
Because,
I give you a hard drive tomorrow, you give me all your music.
bro, you know me.
Sour, I'm bringing that because there's some songs you have. Bro, somebody new songs.
But we've had this relationship since
By the
Galana.
way, I have
We've
a
had
hard
this
drive in the
relationship since Galana, bro. You know, anytime you need maybe the new hip hop joints that we play,
Yeah.
you know, you'll come to me and I'll give you those bangers, you know. So I don't usually find an issue with that.
Yeah, but your whole collection, bro.
Yeah, why not? Because at some point, there's a caveat though. Now you see, for you, it's you had to drive the long distances, blah blah blah. This is where you had to spend money on. But for me, where my journey takes a different turn is where, from DJ school, yes, I was given hella music, and I can say one of the best things for you as a DJ is your music collection. That's your arsenal. It can set you apart from the DJ who is good when it comes to the skill. If you have good music, you're sorted out, right? So besides that, when I realized I'm not really enjoying the quality of the music I'm playing, cause maybe I'm getting it from some website
YouTube
somewhere.
or whatever,
You know, the quality is it's not the best. So I decided, let me invest some money, get into a premium record pool. You know, I buy
iTunes.
music a lot from iTunes cause the quality is just it's dope. And then now along comes someone who is like, hey, that song that you played, Manze, that song that you played, or I had the version that you played, I don't have that version. Could I have that version? And even in the premium DJ sites, you know, there's levels. There's, you know, maybe gold, platinum,
Yes,
blah, blah,
with
blah, blah,
different
blah.
qualities, yeah.
So now I think where I now draw the line is where I spent a little bit more money.
Right.
Because those edits, I'm going to keep them to myself.
Right.
Those collections, I'm going to keep them to myself. But I don't want to be the gatekeeper, because I have been the guy who would want music from someone else,
Right.
but I see in the game there's a lot of gatekeeping. I have to give someone like Jom Falme props, because if there's someone who has music, it's Jom Falme. Someone who's been playing on radio, I don't know, every day for the last how many years, gigs every day for how many years. Your collection has to be crazy. And even as a DJ, when you listen to another DJ's mixes and you're like, the collection, it's a wide collection. So I'll just be like, yo, bro, you know, I could use some music. And he was like, yo, nipatie drive yako, take anything and everything. I didn't even have enough space on my drive to take everything that I could from him. So I learned through that, and I was like, I know how it feels to get music from someone else that you couldn't access anywhere else.
Right.
So I would want to pass the
Still
same
not doing it.
courtesy. But
I'm not doing it.
it.
I'm saying, like, at least come with something. At least come to me and say,
Some money or a hard drive.
no.
What is something?
Suppose you come to me and you say to me, G, I want a selection of dancehall that was hot in 2012, 2011, right? Sour. And we go triple bounce, mildew rhythm, this. All those rhythms, right? You want those? You can have those. But my entire collection.
Yes.
The way G saying entire. Yeah, it's like the crates.
You can keep the dubs. I'm not gonna play your dubs on my set.
These guys will even play the dub.
Yeah, I'll just cut out the G money part.
Then leave it.
Especially the vibes on send it to me, G.
Let me tell you, you see those memes where they say, I'll tell my son that this was G Money.
It's those
Yo,
ones.
and talking about drops, I think, Andy, it would be okay for us to maybe address the situation of Candy Sessions, because there's still those guys who never got it just quickly, you know. So, yeah, our
Why
Candy
you gotta
Session.
do this here?
Man, nobody.
But
guys still keep on asking. It's as if they didn't still, you know, understand.
I know.
That's what
Yeah.
you talk about breaking the rules, just throw it out there. But go ahead.
No, it's a good dynamic, you
What's
know.
up?
So if you didn't catch it on the Chop Shop, the second last episode that we did, we actually did film Candy Sessions too. And the best analogy I can use is when you're in campus, you've done a project with your group, and a day before presentation, the guy compiling the project calls you and is like, so we don't have a project to present to the lecturer tomorrow. We need more time to do the project afresh. So you can interpret that. So that's what happened. Technology, you know, ilitufanyia ile kitu. So
What happened? Like, I'm interested now. What actually happened?
Oh, the hard drive,
we were told
memory
that,
card.
yeah, that card got corrupted.
In the camera?
Yes, yes.
So how many cameras did you guys use?
So we used 2, but the main, the crowd shots, because the only shot that was available was my still shot.
Okay.
But that's not the brand end. Okay. Why did I invite people to come through? Why did people dress up? And then you don't even appear on the video. So I decided, you know what?
Okay, so here's the question I'm gonna ask.
Ask.
Has that memory card been replaced?
Now you have to talk to your crew.
Okay, I didn't know about that.
Okay, but the silver lining is that we're
Get to do it
shooting the
again.
next one. Yeah.
Yeah, ilituuma sana cause damn, that was one of, honestly, even as a creative, it was one of the worst moments in my life, cause God knows how much we put into that project, and that was going to be the proof of concept.
Yeah.
But
The next one will be better.
yeah, exactly. So that's what happened. And thank you for your patience, because everybody has been asking about episode 2. It's gonna drop soon. Yeah.
Shit happens.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Yo, before we move, right now, I want to say a massive shout out to Kenya Airways, right? So Kenya Airways, very good friends of ours. And shout going out to Mumbua. I am very, very sorry. Now,
One more. He's just delivered them today.
Imagine.
I've delivered them.
Calvin is not the
I've
guy.
delivered them.
How long ago? And Wambu is so cool, by the way.
Shout going out to Mumbua, man.
Yeah.
She has really, she's helped me in so many occasions, right?
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, so
Hey, I want to go to SA. Chris Brown.
Before they cancel him.
Yeah.
yo, this one, you can't go on my hair, but you see what I want. No, this is actually how you wear it.
I feel like I'm a Neri.
You get to the Yamachoma place. You can wear it like this.
You're about to go for
Mugizi.
Actually, why Mumbua sent us this package, right? Was because we spoke about KQ.
Oh, we were defending KQ that time. I remember.
Yeah, that's it. She was like, "Thank you guys for speaking positively about it." You know?
Okay.
So that was like a really.
No, me I always tell guys, like, if I can, I'll fly KQ. I don't care. Everybody's like, KQ this, KQ that.
Yeah.
Me, I'll fly KQ.
Plus, I love the fact that I've also been seeing artists team up with them, like BN.
BN,
and stuff.
yeah.
So that's a good deal, and I'm
It's
sure
a-
many
it's a-
other artists can, see what BN has done with them, and
By the way,
because
K-
this world tours, they're also being done by
Oh.
Kenyan artists now. So
Heavy.
it's a good thing. So thank you,
Yeah, man.
KQ, man. Also podcast tours, we can be going.
Yeah, imagine.
Yes, imagine
KQ.
KQ.
KQ presents the mics in Dubai.
Yep.
The after party for
Doable.
sevens. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Such a good idea.
Yeah, man.
like
So
Good
definitely
time, good time.
friends of ours.
Yeah, friends of ours, but
So yeah, KQ. So basically, how many producers how many tickets? Let's just do this thing officially. So
Yeah, how many tickets?
How many tickets
Five.
are we looking
Oh,
at?
plus
Looking at-
Ashley, 5.
That's 5. How many producers do we? Who has a passport?
The government. Come on, man. Come on.
Everybody has a passport.
Benchmarking.
So we need 8 flights.
And we need a fisherman.
8
Yeah.
flights to Dubai.
Let me
So
send.
KQ?
Let me send
Yeah.
Mumbua a quick tease right now.
Quick tease.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you saying?
So we need 8 flights to Dubai. We want to do the Dubai Sevens. We'll take
Official
care of
after party.
accommodation and tickets and stuff. But
Yeah.
no, we want the flights though. The mics are open. Wants to do a show in Dubai. And we're in. We have passports.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus we
man.
have proof of concept. We've done it before.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So big up. Anyway, I'm
up
always
KQ.
keep KQ regardless of what I go on because it's ours, man.
Yeah.
It's ours. You don't, it's ours.
Pride of
You know,
Africa.
guys be
Pride of Africa.
I mean, I fly other airlines as well, but I tend to fly KQ when I can.
Yeah.
Guys, I have a curveball here
Let's
before
go.
we wrap it up. A bit introspective, a bit deep. Pause. But what's the hardest truth about yourself that you had to accept?
Wow, I love it.
Pa.
Love it.
Yummy.
Absolutely love it.
Very yummy.
Love it.
Let's go.
Wow. You want me to go first?
Damn.
No, you go first.
Serious or
No,
It's not serious.
serious or jokey first?
Alright.
Whichever.
Let me serious or jokey.
The hardest truth about
I think-
yourself that you had to accept.
Hardest truth about myself.
Yeah.
I don't know about myself, but
Wow.
it's one of those things where you just come to the realization that no matter what you do or how you go about it, it could be this or that or whatever, no one's coming to save you.
Facts.
You get what I mean?
For one,
Like,
kume unaweza bonga point, man.
Bana.
you know, like it's one of those things where you just
Yeah.
got to think about it.
the hardest
Like there's days, like literally, I'm one of those guys who likes to take stock of what I've done. I'll be like, hey, bro, today, man, that was a useless day. You should have done this or that or what. It's just one of those things, and I think there's a lot of people. And there's so many ways to look at it, right? There's a lot of people, and there's many factors that contribute to this, bad governance and all of that. But there's a lot of people who are seated at home with like very serious degrees and are just saying, yo, I pumped in all of this money and all of that. And I'm not here to judge you, but bro, the situation is crazy.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
Like the other day, I was just telling a friend of mine, I went to Chuka University and to Meru University 2 weeks ago, right? And the craziest thing was, I don't know what the population of what your universities was, right? But Meru University had a population of 13,000.
Wow.
Wow.
You get? Chuka University, the same. And between like going to getting to Meru, there was Kirinyaga University. Is it Kirinyaga Kutu somewhere there? There was Embu University. This is all the same road, right? There's then Chuka, then there's
Nkobo.
Meru. Nkobo, I don't know about Nkobo. And you know you've not even mentioned Kenya Methodist.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
one road. You get? And I just got to thinking about it. I was like, wow, all of these guys are being churned out every year, and the jobs not there, right?
Yeah.
So it's got to be one of those things where you just, bro, you got to do whatever it is. We can't be selective. Like, do something to come up with a plan, because ain't nobody coming to save you.
Yeah, I think as you go on, we can broaden up the conversation to not just one thing, but maybe just a couple of some
I think
things.
for me, if I think about something in my life that I know I discovered and realized, and I would say I'm glad I realized it sooner rather than later, is that I feel that my ego was holding me back. Because I feel that for me, it's like I've always felt that I can do everything, anything. I don't need anybody to help. I don't need any help. This is just on me. You can't help me. Fuck you. Da, 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 da. And it took me, I think, until just during COVID, actually, you know, when I fell ill and stuff, when I realized I really had a conversation with self, and it was like, bruh, you see, you do everything yourself, but now everybody around you is having to do everything. The pod still went on. The wake-up call still went on. This one still went on. Life was still going by. The birds were still singing.
Yeah.
Like you weren't
The sun
shit.
still came out.
Yeah, the sun still came out.
Yeah.
All without you. And then your ego's telling you that I'm... So me, I feel like I didn't realize it, because I always thought to myself, I'm not really an egotistical guy, but actually I was. And I was being driven by ego. Now I feel I'm more being driven by purpose. So that was hard for me.
You know what's crazy about that? I remember someone telling me, you don't have a business until you can step aside away from the business for like 60 days or...
And it still continues.
And it still continues. Like without you, it's just...
Trust me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. I feel as if I'll talk about it spiritually. I feel as if the connection between myself and like God, you realize you might need it a bit more as you're growing up. So that is one realization I've come to. Like when I was in high school and you go through, when you're doing your national exams, of course, there's the prayer day. Yes, you pray, you want to get the right results. But then you realize after that, and as life goes on, that yes, your connection to God does actually matter. So for me personally, I feel as if that's one of the things that I've realized about myself. And, you know, that's one of the truths.
Well, I agree
you
with
do
that.
realize in some moments you're like, wow, if it wasn't for God, or in such moments you're like, yo, thank God, you know? So that's one of the spiritual side. And also like the social side, I would say one thing that tell me the question again. One thing?
No, some hard truths.
Hard truths, yes.
Hard to...
Socially, I feel some hard truths is just like the way we said earlier. Not everybody can like you. You know, sometimes you're like, damn, let us put out things.
And it's okay.
Let's do this, let's do this. But, you know, it's never like that. Then you realize, oh, okay, cool. I can just do, you know, what I can control, you know, etc, blah, blah, blah. So those are some, you know, socially and spiritually. What going you?
I had a couple. Tani upper before it gets serious. I had that heart crushing moment when I realized where I was not getting the girlies. You know, and as a guy, you realize, oh damn, I don't have the money, I don't have the car, I don't have. When you watch it happen in front of you, and you're like, god damn. And then now you come back to reality, and not just the girlies, but maybe generally access to the lifestyle that you want, and you realize, damn, there's such a big gap between me and where I want to be right now. And I know I have to accept this fact and put in whatever work and go whatever direction for me to get to a place where not necessarily the girl is, but a place where I can access this lifestyle. But this is before, you know, I became mature and became comfortable in my own skin. Something else that I had to admit back then was I wasn't the funny guy, and it broke my heart. You know,
They lied to you that you're funny.
no, they didn't lie to me. Actually, I'm glad I'm the one who realized that I'm not funny. You know, and you know how I realized?
Yeah.
I realized when I brought another funny nigga in the room. I was
That's how we
so
be,
this
my
is
bro.
one, you know.
I hear that.
So I think that was that is why I think I fell in love with humor, and it's why I decided to embrace a persona or a side of me that is more humorous than maybe a more boring version of me. So that one sent me a completely different path that
Nice.
I'm glad it did. But one of the major ones was that I didn't have a backbone as a guy. I didn't have a frame as a man. And this was, I think, after my last relationship and a situationship that followed, it was like back-to-back lessons that painted a very clear picture that I'm weak in the knees. I can't stand for myself. I don't know my value. I don't know who I am. You know, I'm just being swayed left, right, and center. So it was a real wake-up call for me to just, you know, keep it together, learn more about yourself, know who you are. And the most important thing was being comfortable in my own skin and where I was at. So those were some of the hardest truths about myself.
Let me
I
ask you
had to
this.
come to
How
terms.
many days didn't you shower when after the situation?
Bro, no, I will never not shower because, bro, if there's something I love doing is showering, man. Me,
Eating
I
and eating.
wasn't that guy.
Eating.
I ate. The only thing that I can say I really experienced was grief.
Oh,
Like,
you were like,
that was the first time, yeah, and guys know I've lost my dad. And I always say, and I even told my mom, before losing someone close to you, and you know how that feels. The closest feeling that I had to that was
Heartbreak.
ending
Heartbreak.
my relationship,
right.
like heartbreak. So I did feel that, but nigga, I still ate. I still
you
showered.
still shower,
Yeah,
you know,
I was
because
up,
as a guy, there's a certain time period after 2-3 days, you just gotta lock in and go back.
Now
you
we
know?
talked about the winter arc on our
yes.
podcast on the Chop Shop, and maybe I wanted to pose it to you guys. So basically, it's like this period as a guy, maybe even babes, but mostly it was the guy side of things, where you just lock in. Could come after a heartbreak, or when you've decided this is the goal, I have to lock in. I have to deny myself 1, 2, 3 things. Self-discipline, I'm hitting the gym, I'm waking up at 4 a.m, I'm watching what I'm consuming, you know, even in terms of entertainment. And more often than not, they've associated it with Q4 of the year. When most people are geared towards sherehe, you are like, no, I have to lock
Lock in because this is the time.
Yes, this is the time. So I don't know if it's something you guys have experienced.
No,
and if
for
so,
real.
is it something that you say or you'd say I experience it occasionally, or I've only experienced it once and that was it?
No, for me, I feel like I mean, especially you mentioned Q4, like, and just I guess by the nature of the jobs that we do and the work that we do, like, bro, I'm not for games between now. Like,
You're not playing.
I'm not for games between now and the end of the year.
Lock it
Yeah.
down.
And basically, also like in terms of going into next year, last year, I said to myself, I want to go into 2024 lighter, and I did. So all of the baggage that and it's not like new year, new me. It's just like intentionally saying that stays there, that stays there, that stays there. You know what I mean? This guy is just typed hour mark, wrap it up. DST have to be on.
Okay.
So, Calvin, what do you have to say about that before we wrap
That
it up?
whole here's the thing, it's good for planning, very good, and everybody has like different strategies, but in my world at times it's a waste of time,
Q4.
No, that locking in to
because here's the thing, like I know enough companies will send you on mandatory leave from like the 15th. They're
No,
like,
I get that.
yeah, so you see, and so like it's very interactional.
It works both ways. As well.
Yeah, you get.
Because there's some people who want to do business, but the people that they want to do business with have tapped out.
Exactly.
For the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's what I'm saying.
a good
So
time
I think for me, it's not really a particular quarter,
Right.
Because you know also your Q4 is probably Q2.
Someone
You
else.
get?
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
some companies start July, right? That's when the financial year. So it's
That's a
for-
good
Especially kama
You get?
agency, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to understand the environment, right?
But as a DJ, this is quarter
four,
one.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, as
We're not
entertainment.
laughing.
That's the thing we
January.
usually tell guys. Yeah, that's the
We
thing
laugh
we
in
tell
January,
everyone.
bro.
Yeah, that's the thing we tell guys. When you guys, when it's your downtime, it's our uptime. It's time for us to elevate, entertain you. You know, be
Like,
out there
bro,
in the
like,
clubs with you.
It's crazy. December is shaping up to be madness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can already.
No,
yeah.
from November.
Yeah.
It's even
Free flow.
I feel
from
it's
the 20th of October. It started, by the way.
After Halloween, it's all
started.
downhill from there.
Hi guys, man. This
Yes.
has been the Mike's Open. My name's G Money.
Neville,
And the young.
Big C.
adios.
Adios, muchachos.
Enjoy your weekend.
Yes, sir.
This thing is the biggest.
Happy Mashujaa. Mashujaa.